All right, welcome everyone. So if you're getting close to that big 65 here in Georgia, you know one of the biggest decisions heading your way is about Medicare Part B. It can seem pretty confusing, I get it. But getting it right is so important. And in this explainer, we're going to make it all crystal clear for you.
So here's the number one question we get, all the time. When you turn 65, do you have to sign up for Part B? Is it mandatory? A lot of folks just assume it is, but the answer is, well, it depends. It really does depend entirely on your specific work situation.
And believe me, you want to pay close attention here, because making the right choice isn't just about avoiding a little paperwork hassle. No. Getting this decision wrong can literally cost you. We're talking about a financial penalty that can follow you for the rest of your life.
Get this, for every single full year that you were eligible for Part B but didn't sign up, your monthly premium goes up by 10%. That's a pretty serious price to pay just for delay.
And here's the real sting in the tail. That 10% penalty, it's not a one-time fee. It gets tacked on to your premium every single month, forever. So let's talk about how to make sure that never happens to you by understanding one really crucial rule.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The entire decision, everything about whether you enroll in Part B now or delay it, it all boils down to one simple question. How many people work at your company? That's it. That's the key that unlocks this whole puzzle.
Now, you're going to hear this official-sounding term called creditable coverage. Don't let it intimidate you. All it means is that you have health insurance from your current job, or maybe your spouse's current job, that Medicare says is basically as good as its own coverage. But, and this is a big but, this only lets you delay Part B without a penalty if it's from a large employer.
And this slide right here just lays it out so perfectly. It's like there are two different roads you can take. If your company is small, fewer than 20 employees, then Medicare is your primary insurance at 65. You absolutely have to enroll. But if you work for a larger company, 20 or more employees, then your work plan stays primary. And that means you've got flexibility. You can choose to delay.
All right, so now that we know the big rule of the road, that 20-employee line in the sand, let's figure out which scenario actually fits you. We're going to walk through the most common situations we see every day with our clients here in Georgia, and we'll find your correct path.
So first up, you're still working at 65 for a big company. Well, congrats. You have options. You can keep your employer's plan and totally delay signing up for Medicare Part B without any penalty. The key thing to remember, though, is that when you do finally retire, a clock starts ticking. You get a special 8-month window to sign up. Don't miss it.
Okay, now for the other side of the coin. What if you're self-employed, or you work for a small company with fewer than 20 people? You need to listen to this very carefully. You must enroll in Part B when you turn 65. No ifs, ands, or buts. Medicare becomes your primary insurer. If you delay, you risk your group plan not paying your claims, and you're going to get hit with that permanent late enrollment penalty.
Now, I want to talk about a couple of common misunderstandings, little traps that can easily trip people up and lead them right into that lifelong penalty we've been talking about. Let's make sure you don't fall for them.
The first one is a biggie, the COBRA trap. Oh man, so many people get this wrong. They think, okay, I'll retire, I'll just take COBRA for a year or so, and then I'll sign up for Medicare. That is a huge mistake. COBRA doesn't count as coverage from active employment. So that 8-month window to sign up for Part B, it starts the minute your job ends, not when your COBRA runs out.
And for all of you out there with a health savings account and HSA, this next one is absolutely critical. When you enroll in Medicare, your Part A coverage can actually be retroactive, meaning it can start up to 6 months before you even applied. Here's the problem. You are not legally allowed to contribute to an HSA and be on Medicare at the same time. So, to stay out of trouble with the IRS, the safest play is to stop all your HSA contributions at least 6 months before you plan to sign up for any part of Medicare.
When you really boil it all down, everything we've talked about comes back to this one simple idea. The whole decision to enroll now or delay later, it all hinges on your current job's health plan. That's the core principle. Is it creditable coverage from an active job at a company with 20 or more employees? That's the real question.
Look, I know this can feel like a lot to take in, and you definitely don't have to figure it all out alone. Here at Georgia Safe Retirement Planners, our whole goal is to be your partner through this journey. If you have questions, we would love to help. You can find us online at georgiasaferetirementplanners.com, or just give us a call for a free consultation. That number is 470-888-7233. And hey, if you're near downtown Roswell, you can stop by and see us. Just remember, it's never too early to get a clear plan for your future.